What's up guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Evans. A few weeks ago I had uploaded a video about how I set up and balance the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K Pro with the Sigma 18-35 1.8 lens on the DJI RS2 gimbal. Now since that video, a lot of you have been asking me if it is possible to be able to set up the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 6K Pro with the Sigma 18-35 lens as well as the Smallrig cage on the same DJI RS2 gimbal. And so in this video I'm going to share with you guys my finding. I'm going to try to keep this really short because the balancing process and all of that stuff I've already discussed in the previous video, so you can take a look at that video right here and go through the balancing process for that. But in this video I just want to share with you guys my findings in attempting to balance this setup on this gimbal. So right here you're going to notice that I am not using the follow focus unit like I did in my previous video where I had no cage, and that's because the cage is a little bit tall. So the bottom of the cage is thicker because it accommodates the SSD drive in that bottom there, and that setup is making it a little bit taller, and thereby the focus motor does not reach the focus gear on the lens, and so I cannot use the focus motor as it is. And the problem is that DJI's focus motor uses a 12mm rod instead of the standard 15mm rod, and so I'm trying to see if I can find a different solution to be able to mount that focus motor on this setup. If I do, I will share with you guys as well. The second problem is that if you look here, you can see that I had to use a counterweight, and that's because there is too much weight on the left hand side of the gimbal, and so I had to use a counterweight on the roll arm in order to be able to perfectly balance this setup. With the counterweight you can definitely balance this out. The other thing I tried was to use the Tilta Nucleus Nano follow focus, and that works. I was able to balance that by putting it at the top of the setup, but the problem I have with that one as well is that you require power to power that motor, and so you're gonna have to find a way to power that motor as well. And since the RS2 does not have any AC out ports, you're gonna have to find a way to power that externally, and I did not want to add more weight onto the setup, so didn't do that. But you can if you have to, right? So that's the findings that I have for you guys. If you want to balance this without the follow focus motor, you can do that. However, you're still gonna need a counterweight on the roll arm to be able to fully and properly balance this setup with the cage on the RS2. All right guys, so that's it. Stay blessed. If you want to learn how to balance this gimbal and set it all up, you can take a look at this video right here. Go ahead, head out, keep creating, and as usual, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.